Zoomerang Night featuring the RDC Midgets. We're about to go racing. Before we do, we ask that you please rise. Gentlemen, if you could, remove your caps. Tonight, to lead us in the singing of our national anthem, from Pittsburgh, Mr. Art Cook.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Art. Great job. Art Cook and our national anthem. Looking for the green off at turn 4, and we're underway. Justin Lamb takes the lead down the back straightaway with Hoffman second and Flinner third. Mark Moach Jr. moves to fourth in the 15. Boone Township, Kennedy Township, Beer and Pop for last 93X still in front and opening up the daylight over the Zooks Autobody 15 of Brian Hoffman. The A.W. Beatty Career Center 75 of Colton Flinner sits in third. The H&F Trucking 15 of Mark Moach Jr. fourth. And Ron Hall, the second-year driver in the 0-1, running much better tonight. He's in fifth. Ron Hall, the 0-1, trying to pass Mark Moach Jr. for fourth. They're side by side in turn 4, and Hall's going to spin out. Colton Flinner in the 75 third. Mark Moach Jr. the 15 is fourth. The green drops again. Your leader was crossed up in the middle 1 and 2 that time, but he corrects it. He's still got the lead down the back straightaway. No change in the top 4. Dusty Curry in the 8 is 5th, and Mike Anderson in the 72 6th. Three laps to go, 3 to go. Mike Anderson in the 72 to the outside of Dusty Curry, trying to move up into 5th. Lamb leads with 2 to go. Brian Hoffman running second, one of the few times he's been out this season. Colton Flinner third, Mark Moach and Close fourth, and then Mike Anderson in car 72. Curry in the 8, Ron Hall in the 0-1, and the 2M of Chuck Medved. Justin Lamb wins it in the 93X. Brian Hoffman second, Colton Flinner third, Mark Moats Jr. fourth, and Mike Anderson, Dusty Curry, Ron Hall, and Chuck Medved. To turn 4 they come. Green is out. Beatty leads. John Kane is second, and Bo Glemba third down the back chute. Then it's the 9R of Michael Reft. Glemba moves to second in the 99R. Beatty your leader. In the AEC group, Beatty Welding B4. Trying to track him down the Glemba Asphalt Rostowski Coal Company 99 of Bo Glemba. And look at him come through the turn. Bo Glemba is your new leader. Steve Beatty second, John Kane having a good run in third. Scott Shemp has come from last to fourth in the yellow 75. Michael Reft runs fifth, and it's Nico DeBecco, Tony Sinecro, and Tom Klein. Bo Glemba running one of the few 602 motors in the field. Most of them are 604. He's running a 602. He's got a little extra spoiler because of that. He's using it to his advantage right now. Halfway, 4 down, 4 to go. 3.5 for your leader, Bo Glemba, who's putting a spanking on the field. Scott Shemp in the 75 tried to duck underneath John Kane for third. Gets a little loose off the fourth turn. Michael Reft is fifth, then Nico DeBecco, Tony Sinecrope, and Tom Klein. 2 to go. Steve Beatty having a good run for the first time here this year. He is second. Bo Glemba is flying in front. 1 lap from the checkered flag. John Kane still third. Scott Shemp fourth. Then Michael Reft, DeBecco, Sinecrope, and Klein. That race for third, fourth, and fifth down the back chute. John Kane just ahead of Scott Shemp and Michael Reft. Checkered flag waving for Bo Glemba. Beatty second. Kane gets third. Shemp is fourth. Michael Reft fifth. 30 of Jimmy Steffens. Jim Lepro in the 6. Brandon Burgoon 02. Michael Davis 7M. And Kerry Gasser in the 0. Green is out. Your leader off at turn 2 will be Michael Norris in the 72. Bassage is second. Steffens third. Then Wade, and now Davis and Burgoon are side by side for fifth. Look out, Wade slows in the 76, and he gets passed on both sides by the 7M and the 02. Michael Norris over Mike Bassage, Jim Steffens, and Michael Hot Rod Davis coming in a hurry in the 7M. Started last, he's fourth right now. He pushes high in 4 though. Burgoon runs fifth, battle for second. Steffens to the inside in the 38. Trying to drive past the 71M of Mike Bassage. Michael Davis in the 7M trying to move to third. Does so in turn 4. 3 down, 7 to go. Things are tightening up. Michael Norris, Jim Steffens, and Michael Davis in the race for fourth. Now a good one. Brandon Burgoon in the 0-2 to the inside of Mike Bassage. Burgoon moves to fourth, dropping Bassage to fifth. It's Norris out in front, Steffens second, and Michael Davis third and challenging for second in 3 and 4. Michael Davis, who started in the last row, is now up to second. We've got 4 laps to go. Steffens tries to pass him back on the low side of 1 and 2. Can't do it. Burgoon fourth, Mike Bassage fifth, and Kerry Gasser, Dave Wade, and Jim Lepro for the lead in turn 4. Michael Norris and Michael Hot Rod Davis into turn 1. Side by side in turn 2. 2 Chevy-powered rockets down the back chute. Into 3 and 4. Davis puts his nose in front. Norris tries to come back on the outside. Off of 4 they come. Steals side by side into turn 1 with 2 to go. Michael Norris by a car length in turn 2. Jim Steffens third. Brandon Burgoon fourth. Mike Bassage, Kerry Gasser, and Dave Wade. Davis hard in on the bottom of 3. Pulls up alongside. Norris has the momentum up high with a lap to go. Into 1. Hot Rod charging in on the bottom. Michael Davis can't make it stick. He got a little crossed up in the middle of the turn there, and it's still Michael Norris, your leader down the back chute into turn number 3. The D&D Auto Salvage Millerstown pick apart 72, and the Rosewood Manor 7M off of 4. It's going to be Norris, Davis, Steffens. Burgoon gets 4th. The race for 5th now. Mike Bassage just ahead of Kerry Gasser. ARDC Midget Heat's coming up after this. Green is out. Baker from the pole leads into 1. Johnson follows him into 2nd in the 2J. Hotchkiss is 3rd. Miley just ahead of Charlier for 4th. Farm Used Auto Parts, Richard Construction 0. Steve Baker letting read on the high side of the racetrack in front of Iron Mike Johnson. John Hotchkiss 3rd, Miley 4th, then Garvin, Charlier, and Geisler. Geisler to the inside of Charlier makes the pass at turn 4. Miley pressuring Hotchkiss for 3rd. Baker out in front. Johnson is 2nd. Concord Automotive 1C of Geisler moves up to 5th. In turn 4, the race for 3rd. Hotchkiss just ahead of Miley down the front straightaway. They'll be wheel to wheel into turn number 1. The Pink Panther, Ben Miley, makes the pass for 3rd. Lynn Geisler closing in a hurry in the Concord Automotive 1C. He is now 5th, trying to take 4th to the inside of Hotchkiss through 3 and 4. Geisler makes the pass coming off of turn number 4. Baker in front. 4 laps to go, 4 to go. And Steve Baker is checked out. For 3rd, look at these 2 veterans, Geisler and Miley. They've gone around here a few times like that. Geisler makes the pass for 3rd, dropping Ben to 4th. Ben tries to get it back on the low side of 1 and 2. Hotchkiss now has his hands full from John Garvin for 5th. Less than 2 laps to go. West Virginia rim rider Steve Baker rolling on the outside of the Speedway. Takes the white flag one more time around the Monster half mile. Mike Johnson by himself in second. Lynn Geisler's come from last to third. Ben Miley is fourth, Hotchkiss fifth, Garvin sixth, and Charlier seventh. Checkered flag waving for Steve Baker. Hired Mike Johnson second. Lynn Geisler third, Ben Miley fourth, John Hotchkiss fifth.
By side coming off of the fourth turn, and the green is out. Gilmore from that pole position pulls into the lead. Here comes Ryan Smith right up on his bumper. We've got him 3 wide through the first turn, and Smith dives low under Gilmore. Will he get him going down the back straightaway? A drag waves down the back straight. Smith to the low side, Gilmore to the high side. We've got Bret Arndt on the way high side, a car spinning. That's Nick Ween. Ween spinning. And he will roll to a stop up between the third and fourth turns. That's Slick Nick Ween out of Phillipsburg, New Jersey. All right, we'll get him back underway. And again, Gilmore from the pole position. This time Ryan Smith's gonna try him high. Smith on the high side. The Bright brothers gonna try and split Bret Arndt down the back straightaway. Ryan Smith will drive into the lead. Smith, the winner earlier this season at the Big Diamond Raceway. Smith will bring him down to lead the first lap. McIntyre in second, Bret Arndt in third, and the Bright brothers side by side in that 77 and 88. Here comes Nick Ween. Ween up through the pack as he passes Parker Evans. And again, the Bright brothers will try and split Bret Arndt. They'll go 3 wide through the third and fourth turn. Brendan will get by Arndt. And now Alex on the low side. He'll slide up. Oh, here comes Ween. He'll dice right between the two. Ween moves into the 5th spot, now drops back to 6th as Alex Bright passes him down the back straightaway. Nick Ween on the inside. Meanwhile, Ryan Smith pulling out to a comfortable lead over Mark Gilmore. Gilmore has Brendan Bright to contend with, and now Alex Bright finding some speed on the top side. He'll pull into 4th place behind his brother. Alex Bright likes it up high. Bright around his brother Brendan now going to try and track down Gilmore, but here comes Brendan Bright back on the low side. The Bright brothers putting on a battle for third, and finally Alex driving into the lead. He'll pull up beside Gilmore down the back straightaway. High in this third turn. And now Gilmore will hold him off down low. Meanwhile, Ryan Smith is in a different zip code. He has checked out. Now Alex Bright pulls into 2nd spot. We've got a car slowing. That is Bret Arndt. Arndt pulls off of the Speedway in turn 1. Here comes Alex Bright starting to close the gap a little bit between himself and Ryan Smith as he finally got by Gilmore. And Nick Ween and Brendan Bright now going to go side by side in the 2nd turn. Bright holds him off on the high side. Nick Ween way up on the cushion. We'll cut back down low. White flag out. Bright starting to draw in, but he's going to run out of laps. A battle right now for third between Gilmore, Brendan Bright, and Nick Ween. Ween on the low side. Gilmore looks like he's going to be able to hold on to third. Meanwhile, Ryan Smith will pick up heat race number 1, the 77 of Alex Bright in 2nd. green. Greg Fitzpatrick from the pole jumps into the lead. We've got a three-way battle for third. Andrew Hanula on the high side, moves into third around Steve Bull. And Hanula down the back straightaway. Hanula likes that high side, and he is using it. He's found some speed up there, and he will lead the first lap. Greg Fitzpatrick in second, Steve Bull in third, and it looks like Bruce Buckwalter Jr. just slipping into the fourth spot. Oh, Fitzpatrick, oh, and a flip over in the second turn. That is McIntyre. He got up over the wheel of a slowing Greg Fitzpatrick and did an end-over-end flip. Keith McIntyre Jr. looks like he's making a quick exit out of the top of the roll cage of that car. Fitzpatrick standing in the cockpit of the car, which is another one of the benefits of not having a wing on. It's a quick way to get out.
Craysville, Denny, Nakutis. 8 laps the distance. Green is out. And it's Vince Laboon in the Loose Moose Saloon 17L, your leader. Bruce Tackett in the 65 trying to move to second. And now challenge Laboon for the lead on the low side of 4. Wheel to wheel to turn number 1. Tackett on the inside has got the lead into turn number 2. Bassage is third. Gasser is fourth. Laboon closing back in on the race leader. Laboon up close to the wall in the 17L, but he's still second. Bassage with Kerry Gasser applying the pressure in third. J.E. Stalter, the Martins Ferry Madman, now to fifth. Gasser tries to get third. She's ahead of Bassage, and now she's challenging Laboon for second off of turn number 4. Comes the Martins Ferry Madman, J.E. Stalter in the 17 J.E. He and Bassage make contact. Both cars separated are all right into turn number 3. A close call. Tack is your leader in the 65. Stalter going to spin out off the high side of turn 4. They're dodging him as he coasts to the inside of the racetrack, and the caution is out. Mr. Excitement, J.E. Stalter, the Martins Ferry Madman in the over and under construction 17 J.E. And more for just $3. The Pennsylvania Motor Speedway Souvenir Program on sale every week. Green is out. Tackett leads. Maybe not for long. Here comes Laboon on the high side. Down the back straightaway. Laboon just ahead of the 65 car. Tackett to the low side into turn number 3. He'll have the lead back. He is really strong through the bottom side of 3 and 4. Clayton Kennedy now moving to 4th. In the Mars lanes, Moody Sales number 9. Gasser is a close 5th. J.E. Stalter and George Nicola racing side by side for 6th. Into turn 3, things are tightening up for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. 2 to go for Bruce Tackett. Spin, Denny Nakutis in car number 3. On the high side off at turn number 4, facing the wrong direction on a one-way street. Caution is out. Caution is out. Heat race leaders must start on the inside of the front row for the restarts. The green is out. Restart for Bruce Tackett this time. He maintains the lead. Vince Laboon is still second. Clayton Kennedy, now Kerry Gasser, edging ahead of Chris Bassage for 4th. Kennedy tries the inside of Laboon for second in turn 4. 1 to go. Bruce Tackage, the RST Excavating 65, has been really strong all season long here. Tonight, no exception. He'll bring the field to the checkered flag. Second place up for grabs down the front straightaway. Close. Gasser fourth, and Nicola and Bassett. 17L of Vince Laboon just ahead of the 9 of Clayton Kennedy for second. The 65 car, Bruce Tackage, and the 22 of Don Bowerly Jr. making his maiden voyage in 2011. Green is out. 8 laps the distance. It's Jake the Snake Simminger leader, 3 wide for second. Father and son, 1K and 64 with Pat Weldon in the middle of that Monongahela battle. On the inside now, Weldon the 45 moves all the way to second. Drew Catsellis is third, Craig is fourth, and then Charlie DiLoretto and Bill Robertson. Contact. 45 in the 1. Pat Weldon gets her going, stay in front of the 1K of Drew Catsellis. Quite the race in the middle of the field. Charlie DiLoretto in the 0, trying to pass Drew Catsellis in the 1 for third. Ray Catsellis fifth, and Bill Robertson, Jesse Gold, Josh Langer. Simmons ahead of Weldon, not in front. DiLoretto moving into third. Nick Kachuber's 10 with Bill Robertson at the wheel 6th, then Jesse Gold in the 81. Still good race in the middle of the field as Pat Weldon tries to close in on the Snake. Four down and 4 to go. Don Bowerly Jr. in the 22 car into the pits. Your leader, the more concrete pumping, South Hills Chrysler Jeep Kia, former Motorsports 68X of Jake the Snake Simmons. The Owls Cafe, Galifias Hoagies, Monongahela Auto Parts 45 of Pat Weldon second. Two more laps to go, 2 to go. Jake the Snake Simmons ahead of Pat Weldon, Charlie DiLoretto, Ray Catsellis fourth, then Drew Catsellis and Bill Robertson. White flag, last lap, your leader in turn 3. Jake Simmons wins it. Pat Weldon second, Charlie DiLoretto third. Ray Catsellis fourth, Bill Robertson fifth, and Drew Catsellis and Jesse Gold. Chase Evans in the 7, Richard Wilson the 65X. Who's going to lead this first lap? They've been just like they started. Wheel to wheel, looks like Chase Evans now has the upper hand. He's your leader. Wilson, the rookie in the 65X, and Joe Podolinsky in the 56. Wheel to wheel for second behind them. Fast Eddie Weiser, the OU2 in the 00 of Ricky Steigerwald. Chase Evans' first full season out of Bethel Park in the Rebel Yale Motorsports. Stadler Automotive, Cozale Auto Parts. Chevy, we got a wreck. 65X, Richard Wilson around in 3 and 4. Green is back out. Chase Evans still in front. Ricky Steigerwald, who inherited the win last week, doesn't waste much time taking lead down the back chute in the BY Lawn Care Napa Station Auto Parts Rockefeller's Grill 00. And here comes Fast Eddie Weiser in the OU2 to second. Richard Wilson fourth, and Hannah Ramsey moving up from the Young Guns Super Compacts to the Hobby Stocks this season in the 14 car. Two laps to go, 2 to go. White flag waving. Ricky Steigerwald driving away from the field. Richard Wilson back into second ahead of the OU2 of Fast Eddie Weiser. Steigerwald gets the win. Wilson to second, Weiser third, Evans fourth, and Hannah Ramsey will round out the field of finishers as we get set for tonight's Young Guns Sport Compact feature event. Logan Kroll and the 14 of Courtney Chamberlain, and the green is out. Zach Steely from the pole has lead going into turn number 1. Todd Weldon right behind him, then Adam Carson, and now Bernie Blair Jr. in the B41 moving quickly into third. Steely still your leader, just ahead of Weldon, Blair, Carson, and Kroll. Two laps of 6 complete. Side by side now in 1 and 2. Todd Weldon edging ahead in the 45 as they head down the back straightaway. And here comes Bernie Blair Jr. in the B41. Zach Steely in the 78 not giving up. They're 3 wide down the front straightaway. Look out, Courtney. You're going to get caught up in the draft here as they fly by on the outside into turn number 1. The race is on. We're past halfway. 3 laps to go. Bernie Blair Jr. trying to win 2 in a row, moving just ahead of Todd Weldon down the backstretch. He's got the lead now in turn 4. Weldon's got a flat right front tire. 45 has got a flat right front tire. Look like something's wrong. Yeah, it's slow or it's ball joint problem or something. That wheel's turned in. Bernie Blair Jr., your leader. Zach Steele is second. And Logan Krull third. Todd Weldon trying to hold on to the 45. The 0 into the 78. The 0 will spin but save the car. We're still green. The white is out. And a bent right rear wheel on the 0 of Logan Krull. For the second week in a row, Bernie Blair Jr. gets the win in the B41 over Zach Steele, Adam Carson, Todd Weldon, and Logan Krull. Bernie, it looks like you found a good habit, winning.
Yeah, I think so. I had to cut it low to get down there past them. I felt it was right, and I did it.
You did it. Did you get a lot of confidence with your win last week?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I feel like I wanted to do it again.
And now you want to do it again and again and again, right?
Yeah, definitely.
People you want to thank?
I'd like to thank my dad for buying the car, and pit crew, my crew chief, Carl, and everyone else that sponsors me, Kim's Doghouse and Bob Waters Heavy Equipment.
Congratulations. You got 1 clock. You get a plaque from the Twin State Auto Racing Club, too. Enjoy.
Thanks.
Bernie Blair Jr., your winner in the Young Guns.
Racing off of the 4th turn, Gilmore and Bull on the front row. And we're underway. Cars will go 3 wide through the 1st and 2nd turn. Ryan Smith edges out in front down the back straightaway. Ryan Smith taking the early lead. Smith into 33, and right behind him, Steve Bull and McIntyre, and here comes Brendan Bright. Alex Bright on the high side, Brendan Bright on the low side, trying to split McIntyre. McIntyre hangs on to second. Here comes the Brights. Alex Bright slides into 2nd spot under McIntyre. Now looking to track down Ryan Smith. He'll bring his brother Brendan in tow. And Alex Bright really closing up fast on Ryan Smith. Smith to the low side, Bright to the high side. And here comes Brendan Bright. He moves into the 3rd spot. Alex Bright on the high side. He finds some grip up there. He shoots down the back straightaway into the lead. Alex Bright running right up on the cushion. Ryan Smith in 2nd, and Brendan Bright in 3rd spot. The battle right now is for the 4th spot. And here comes Andrew Hinola. Hinola drives into the 5th spot. He's showing some speed now. Hinola, who started way in the back of the pack. Hinola going to put the pressure on McIntyre. He'll dive low under McIntyre. Slides up in front of McIntyre. McIntyre turns left, stays in the 5th spot, but here comes Hinola. He'll drive right back McIntyre down the back straightaway. Andrew Hinola into the 5th spot. Meanwhile, Alex Bright continues to open up a lead on Ryan Smith. Oh, Bright slows. And Smith will slide around him on the high side. Looked like something broke on Alex Bright's car, but now he's back up to speed.
He might have a miss in the engine. We got a car slowing on the backstretch. Looks like Keith McIntyre. And the yellow will come out. Smith will lead him slowly through the third and fourth turn. And we're back underway. Nick Ween tries a low slide around Brendan Bright. He'll slide up, and it looks like whatever was wrong with Alex Bright's car, oh, it's gotten worse. He looked like he had some speed, but boy, now gonna slow down the back straightaway, pulling the back straightaway. So Ryan Smith with a nice lead right now over the 89 of Andrew Hanula. Hanula right up on the cushion, trying to track Smith down. Hanula again on the cushion in the third and fourth turn. Nick Ween in third. The 88 of Brendan Bright in fourth, and the 81 of Mark Gilmore in the fifth spot. The battle right now back behind Gilmore between Parker Evans and the 83 of Bruce Buckwalter. Now they'll go three wide down the back straightaway. Lots of racing room out there, and these guys will take advantage of it. Meanwhile, Ryan Smith able to hold on to that lead. Hanula drives hard into that cushion, trying to make up the ground. Smith likewise will go up on the cushion. Ryan Smith and Andrew Hanula 1 and 2. Nick Ween in the third spot. The battle way back in the pack now. Evans and Buckwalter still going at it through the third and fourth turn. Drew Heastand back there in that mix also. Got a car sliding high, that's Steve Craig. He'll keep it under control. Ryan Smith with the lead. It looks like Hanula starting to chew into it just a little bit, but will he have enough time? 5 to go this time around. Smith will drop down to the low side of the speedway now. Hanula going to stay up on the cushion. He likes it up there. 5 to go. Nick Ween in third. Brendan Bright in fourth, and the battle right now for fifth. Here comes Brett Arndt. Arndt drives into the fifth spot. He'll get by Gilmore. Ryan Smith will lead him down off of the fourth turn, 4 to go. And Ryan Smith now starting to open up a lead in the Valley Stove and Fireplace number 33 over Andrew Hanula. Three to go on Smith. Hanula not able to reel him in. He's still going to stay up there in the cushion. 78 of Nick Ween in fourth. Brendan Bright in fourth. Ween in third. Two to go. And it looks like Brett Arndt has broken away from that pack. They're still back there, 3 wide racing. White flag out this time around. Ryan Smith with 1 to go, a half a mile to race. Hanula in second. And Nick Ween in third. Ryan Smith looking for his second feature win of the season with ARDC as he drives into the third turn. Slides up to the middle into the fourth turn. He'll see the checkered flag first as he comes off of the fourth turn. And Ryan Smith is your winner this evening. Finishing in second in the 89 is Andrew Hanola. Nick Ween in third. The fourth goes to the 88 of Brendan Bright. And Brett Arndt hangs on to the fifth spot.
Smith, your winner tonight in the ARDC Midgets. Ryan, congratulations. You were flying.
Yeah, we got the car pretty good there, and top came in. I didn't know it was there until Bright went around me, but once I got up top, the car was good, and it stayed there. I mean, the groove moved around throughout the race, and I just chased it, and I don't know what happened to Bright, but he was pretty good.
I was going to say, he went by you. You were fortunate enough to get the lead back. You weren't going to give it up the second time, were you?
That's right, man. One time, that's it.
What do you think of this place?
This track's fast. I mean, I can't imagine if it was tacked up and had a big cushion or something, we'd be flying around here. But it's racy little joint. I mean, it's fast and it's a lot of fun.
Good job.
Thank you.
Ryan Smith, ladies and gentlemen, your winner. Here they come, looking good off of turn number 4. They accelerate onto the front stretch, and the green is out. It is DeBecco exiting turn 2 with the lead. Mike Anderson in the 72 moves into second. Dusty Curry third in car 8. Michael Reft in the 9R, a close fourth. Mark Moach Jr. fifth. Scott Shemp is sixth. Out in front of the K&K Restoration 1F, it's Nico the Freak DeBecco by a half a straightaway in the early going. Colton Flinner moving up in the 75. Moats in the 15 moves to third. Reft in the 9R to fourth. Curry drops to fifth. Shemp to his outside, trying to move into the fifth spot in turn 1 on the front straightaway. Tony Sinecrope in car 31 spins around to bring out the caution. Tony Sinecrope, returning to racing just a few weeks ago after a several-year hiatus, spins around in the Millardus Lights. Tomai's towing, Sinecrope distributing 31. Here they come up off the fourth turn again. Green is out. Mike Anderson in the middle of the racetrack. Contact between he and DeBecco. Anderson has the lead exiting turn 2. DeBecco second. Michael Reft is now third. He's challenging for the lead in turn 4 on the inside. Reft from third to first. DeBecco goes low side in the 1F, trying to go back in front. He is second. Anderson back in third. Then it's Mark Moach Jr., Scott Shemp, and Colton Flinner all running together. Third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. On the back straightaway, caution will be coming out. John Kane in the 06. Ready to get going off at turn 4. Good restart. Green is out. Colton Flinner in the black 75, trying to move into fourth underneath the 72 of Mike Anderson as they charge into turn number 3. It's Reft in front. Moats is now second. DeBecco is third. Flinner is fourth. Anderson is fifth. Shemp sixth. Lamb seventh. Beatty eighth. Galemba is ninth. Colton Flinner to the outside of Nico DeBecco in car 75. Flinner moves up to third. Bo Galemba starting to pick him up down the backstretch of the 99 around the B4 of Steve Beatty. Beatty back underneath him on the low side. Mike Anderson and Justin Lamb right in front of Galemba, just outside the top 5. A real good battle going on. Justin Lamb on the inside, Anderson in the middle, and up high comes Bo Galemba. Glemba into 6th in the Glemba Asphalt 99. Michael Reft, your leaders. We come around to complete lap number 9. 11 more to go. 11 to go. John Kane back out of the pits in the 06. Bo Glemba, the 6th place car, has caught up to the 4th and 5th place cars of Nico DeBecco and Scott Shemp. He started back in 11th, did Glemba. He will try the inside into turn number 3. Out in front, it's still Michael Reft over Mark Moats Jr., followed closely by the 75 of Colton Flinner. 15, Brian Hoffman off the pace in turn number 4. The 15 of Brian Hoffman off the pace in turn number 4, trying to get into the pits. And does. The green stays out. Past halfway, Glemba now, the 99 around Shemp. Shemp into the wall, the 75 car. Scott Shemp up against the wall coming off the 4th turn. Caution is out. Scott Shemp with a problem in the 75 in the back of the car. Green is out. Race on in turn 2. Michael Reft, Mark Moats, Colton Flinner down the back straightaway. Flinner trying to squeeze to the outside of Moats, has to back out at the last minute. Justin Lamb down on the inside of the 93, trying to move into 4th, and does in 3 and 4. DeBecco and Glemba right there with him. DeBecco up across the racetrack. He and Glemba make contact. Somehow they keep going. Caution for a car spun here off the 4th turn. All right, Michael Reft on the outside, fires again. Green is out. Flinner to the outside of Moats for 2nd into turn number 1. Tom Klein coming out of nowhere in the 77 car, trying to move into the top 5. Klein started last, dead last. Flinner's come from 8th to 2nd. Ref started 3rd, your leader. Spin, Nico DeBecco in the middle of turn 2. Caution is out. 31 of Tony Sinegrope also spinning. And we're off. Green is out. Colton Flinner able to get some traction on the inside, takes the lead away from Michael Reft. Justin Lamb is 3rd, Mark Moats Jr. 4th, and Tom Klein 5th. Not done just yet. This will be lap 15, 5 to go, 5 to go. Colton Flinner, the A.W. Beatty Career Center Vox Energy Quality Combustion Rocket. Pull it away now. Getting to be in a hurry as we get into the home stretch. Michael Reft is 2nd. Justin Lamb 3rd. Tom Klein in the 77 trying to take 4th away from Mark Moats Jr. Klein from last to 4th. Then it's Moats and Shemp who pitted earlier. Still trying to get into the top 5 along with the 99 of Bo Glemba. 4th through 7th. And a spin over in turn 2. Caution is out. 2nd caution for the 1F of Nico DeBecco. Here they come to turn 4. Green out, drag race on down the front chute. going to be your leader off at 2. It's going to be Flinner. And another spin. This time it's the 72 of Mike Anderson. My goodness. Off of 4, green out. Well, the inside-outside, not much difference tonight. Some great restarts from cars on the bottom as well as those on the top. They're side by side. It's Colton Flinner with the advantage down the back straightaway. Justin Lamb third. Tom Klein fourth, and Mark Moats Jr. Now Scott Shemp to the inside. The bottom in the 75. Lamb with a slider in turn 4 for second. He makes it work. Three laps to go. Colton Flinner driving off from the field. Justin Lamb to second. Michael Reff third. Mark Moats Jr. fourth. Scott Shemp into the pits and back out, now running fifth. Tom Klein to his inside in turn 4. Then the 99 of Bo Glemba now passing Klein down the front straight for sixth. Klein goes back to the inside and 1 to pass him again. Shemp into the wall, the 75. Still on the wall as he leaves turn number 2. Sheet metal flapping in the breeze behind him. White flag waving. Colton Flinner down the back straightaway. The A.W. Beatty Career Center, Vox Energy Quality Combustion 75. His first win of the season, third of his career. Justin Lamb second, Michael Reff third, Mark Moats Jr. fourth, and Bo Glemba gets fifth. Congratulations, you have a great run there. When you start 8th, it's not easy to win in this class.
No, it's not. There's a lot of good competitors like Michael Reff, Moats, Luke Hahn, Holtgraver, anybody in this class. They're all good people to race against. They all race you clean. It's fun to race in this class.
I thought you drove a pretty patient race. You just bided your time. I think you felt like you had a pretty fast car from the start.
Yeah, in that heat race, we were a little bad, and then my dad did something in the feature, and I mean, that was the most excellent that car has ever felt, and it feels really good.
Good to get one this year, right?
Yeah.
You were due.
That's for sure.
People you need to thank.
Vox Energy, my dad for sure. He's should have been the first one I would have said. He's pretty much the man right now. He's put the car set up in there real good. And then A.W. Beatty Career Center, that's my school I go to, and they got on board this year, so that's pretty cool. Quality Combustion, Randick Towing, Fleming Tire, Kunzler Signs and Decals, and all the fans that come up here every week to watch.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Colton Flinner, your winner in the Brockers Machine Shop Fast Track Pro Late Models. Super Goon has won 3 times. Who will be the hot shoe tonight? We'll soon find out. The green is out. Mike Johnson with a blistering start in the 2J car. Johnson into the lead. Steffens second, Davis third, Geisler fourth into 3. Baker is fifth in the 0. Geisler back on the bottom. They're side by side for second off of 4. It's Johnson, Geisler, Steffens, Davis, Burgoon, and Baker. For second down the back chute, Steffens and Geisler wheel to wheel into turn number 3 as Mike Johnson leads them just ahead. Michael Davis, Brandon Burgoon, and Steve Baker having their own battle with Red Miley just behind them in the 99. Johnson out in front. Geisler now hustles back into second. Steffens is third. Davis fourth. Burgoon fifth. And now Baker to the inside of Burgoon into turn number 3. Close racing there off of turn 4. Johnson in front, Geisler closing the gap in turn 4. Steffens by himself in third, Davis feeling the pressure now from Burgoon in fourth. Baker is 6th, Miley 7th. Bassage 8th, Garvin 9th, Gasser runs 10th in car 0. This will be lap 5, 20 to go, 20 to go. Burgoon again trying to close on Michael Davis for 4th. That's the closest race in the top 5. Johnson right up on the cushion at 3 and 4. Geisler able to run a little lower through 3 and 4, able to pick up some ground, and Iron Mike seems to be the faster, the 2 through 1 and 2. Geisler drops down a few car lengths now in 1 and 2, trying to pick up the pace. Steffens by himself in 3rd. Davis is 4th, Burgoon 5th, Baker a close 6th. On the back straightaway, car 69, John Hotchkiss is pitting. Hotchkiss in the 69 in the pits. Defending track champ, Iron Mike Johnson, your leader. In the Chem Oil, Nigel Auto Solutions, Raceway Beverage Center number 2J. 12, Daryl Charlier pitting. The Midway Missile in the pits. In the WJ Butler Trucking, Napa Burgettstown, Awesome Signs and Shirts number 12. In the second, the back end of the top 10, Mike Bassage, Kerry Gasser, John Garvin, and Michael Norris. They race down the back straightaway. Geisler again is closed just a couple of car lengths on Johnson. Mike to the outside. Jim Lepro trying to stay on the lead lap just ahead of him. Zing closes in just a little bit. Close to halfway, 12 down. Johnson around Lepro. Steffens trying to run down the front 2 into 38. Halfway, 13 down, 12 to go. Geisler, Lepro up in front of him. Lynn has to get out of the gas. He'll lose a bunch of ground to the race leader. And Jim Steffens now closing on Geisler. Geisler right behind Lepro down the back straightaway, trying to squeeze between him and turn 3. Kerry Gasser around the 71 of Mike Bassage. Picking up another spot. Johnson's lead has grown to a half a straightaway. Michael Davis, the 4th place car, almost into the wall in 1 and 2. Just in front of the O2 of Brandon Burgoon. Baker 6th, Miley 7th, Gasser is 8th, Bassage 9th, Morris is 10th unofficially. 9 laps from the checkered flag. Once again, Brandon Burgoon trying to work the low side of Michael Davis for 4th. Able to catch him, unable to clear him. Davis still 4th, Burgoon 5th. As Geisler tries to close in on Mike Johnson, Dave Wade pinning in the Youngling 76. Geisler's made up some car lengths in a hurry here on Johnson the last 2 laps. 7 to go, 7 to go. It was a half a straightaway just 3 laps ago. Geisler is coming in a hurry. Geisler to the inside of Johnson in turn 4. The Cochran Automotive 1C with a burst of speed the last 3 laps. Now your leader. The Cochran Automotive Groff Tractor and Equipment Balea Oil 1C takes the lead away, completing lap number 19. Johnson now second. Steffens is third. Davis still fourth. Burgoon is fifth. 5 laps to go. Geisler pulling away. Steffens trying to catch Johnson for second. Geisler about the lap to J4 of John Garvin Jr. down the back straightaway. Steffens again closing on Johnson for second. Lynn on a rail through the corners. 3 more laps to go. 3 to go. Started on the pole. Dropped back, I believe, as far as 4th early. Kerry Gasser, who was up to 7th, has pitted in the 0K. Or 8th. Gasser was up to 8th in the 0K. She is pit side. Just 2 laps to go. 2 to go. Geisler by a half a straightaway. Mike Johnson second. Jim Steffens third. The battle for 4th. Michael Davis and Brandon Burgoon continues. Geisler has caught the back of the field again. The white flag waving. Bassage and Norris racing for position. Geisler, all kind of room. Does not need to be in a hurry. He goes around the 71 of Bassage. Into turn number 3. Through 3 and 4, the Cochran Automotive, Groff Tractor and Equipment, Balea Oil Tri-State Hose 1C. It's his 71st Pennsylvania Motor Speedway win. Lynn Geisler. Mike Johnson second, Jim Steffens third, Michael Davis fourth, Burgoon, Baker, and Miley. Well, you weren't too slow tonight. I tell you what, you drove a patient race. They got you on the start of the race. I think you were back as 4th early, and it just 1 by 1.
Well, I kind of had to do something. I ran it up the wall on a back chute, and I didn't want anybody thinking I was a jerk, so I had to come back and do something. The car was really good tonight, and just definitely a fun place to race.
You got bottled up behind Jimmy Lepro, and you lost. I mean, you were half a straightaway back with 10 to go, and then was it car or was it driver?
Well, the car was good, but I wanted it pretty bad too. So the combination is what makes it work. It doesn't matter if it's me or somebody else. It's a combination, and it's desire. It definitely is, and it's nice to win in front of all the fans. I know there's still a lot of people come out here for me, and it's nice to give them a win, and just really a good night.
People you need to thank.
Well, obviously Cochran Automotive. They're the people that really kept this car going for 30-some years, and actually even help with the crate car. So, you know, hey, they're the people that are up for racing, and I'll sure give it to them. But that's basically a Tri-State Hose, and those people, they've been with me forever. Balea Oil Products, and, you know, Edge with the racing with the motor and stuff. So can't say enough. We had it up there this week getting it looked at because we heard it last week, and he turned it around for us. So just been a really good night.
Yes, it has. It never gets old, does it?
No, not this end of it.
All right, Lynn Geisler, your winner in the super late models. I didn't stop it. In car number 4. Miller leads. Tom Martinek in the 65 second. Nakutis in the 3 is still third. J.E. Stalter now third. Kerry Gasser in the 0 moves to 4th. Kevin Miller, your leader. Tom Martinek trying to hold off the Martins Ferry Madman for second. Gasser is 4th, Bassage 5th, then Nakutis, Nicola, Takich, Kennedy, and Laboon. Spin. J.E. Stalter does a 360 and keeps going to the 17. J.E. but the caution is out. Green is out. Carrie Gasser with a good restart right behind the race leader. Look at her go. The racing mom from Vienna, Ohio, trying to take the lead. It's going to be Miller, Gasser, and Martinick down the back straightaway into 3. Chris Bassage right there in the 71. Clayton Kennedy making progress on the low side of the 9. George Nicola up high. It's Kevin Miller over Kerry Gasser, Tom Martin, and Chris Bassage. Nicola to the outside of Bassage down the backstretch, has to back out of it. May have glanced off the wall. Takich in the 65 car moving to 4th. Kevin Miller just ahead of Kerry Gasser down the back straightaway. Twin State Night and a couple of Buckeye State drivers battling for the lead. Gasser to the low side, Miller up tippy top off of 4 down the front straightaway. 10 to go, 10 to go. Kerry puts the 0 in front in the middle of 1 and 2. Miller now to 2nd, Takich is up to 3rd, Martinick 4th, Kennedy 5th, Nicola 6th, then Stalter, Bassage, Laboon, and Dakotas. Bruce Takich in the 65. Looks like he might have the fastest horse in the race again. He is just so fast through the low side of the turns. He's up to 2nd in the RST excavating car. And he's about to challenge Kerry Gasser for the lead in 3 and 4. There's no challenging about it. He's got it in turn 4. Kerry comes back on the outside into turn number 1. Almost to halfway. Takich leaves turn 2 comfortably in front now. Gasser 2nd, Miller 3rd, Martinick 4th, Clayton Kennedy 5th, and Nicola and Stalter battle for 6th. Six more laps. Clayton Kennedy in car 9 to the low side of Tom Martinick. Martinick still 4th, Kennedy 5th. Down the back chute. Laboon behind them, then Nicola, Bassage. Or excuse me, not Laboon, but Stalter. Nicola, Bassage, he is driving off. Bruce Takich 4 laps from his 4th win of the year. Ooh, contact for 4th. Clayton Kennedy in the 9 around the 65 of Tom Martinick. J.E. Stalter has joined that battle with the 17. Stalter is up to 5th. The RST excavating 65 in another world. Just driving off from the field 2 weeks in a row. Coming from deep. Kerry Gasser 2nd. Started last in this one. Miller 3rd. Kennedy 4th. Stalter 5th. Just a lap to go as he brings it through 3 and 4. Bruce Takich on the final lap. Kerry Gasser second. Kevin Miller third. Kennedy and Sauter, no change. 7 short laps since he took the lead. Look at the lead he has built. Bruce Takich, 2 in a row, 4 on the year. What, man, you've got this place figured out.
Oh my, we sure do. We got a good GRS modified here. It's a good race car.
Come feature time, I don't know what happens earlier in the night, but come feature time, this thing wakes up and all of a sudden you're just boom, boom, boom.
It seems to really like that slick racetrack out there. It really goes on it. We really put a lot of hard work in this car this winter and sure paid off.
Well, that's a good feeling because there's a lot of hours, aren't there?
Yes, there is. We cut it apart and did it our way, and it worked.
Well, that's really good. People you need to thank.
RST Excavating, and I want to thank Don, my buddy there, for all the help he gives me, and my wife and girls at home.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Bruce Takich, your winner in the Miley RV UMP Modifieds. And we're about to get underway here. Green is out. Bump and run for second. Josh Langer in the 11, just ahead of Kurt Bischnau. Jesse Gold in the 81. Bill Robertson in the 10. Simmons is all the way up into 6th. Joe Anthony, another Team X member, out in front. Bill Robertson in the 10 moves to 3rd. Strauss Automotive. Problems in turn 2. Look out, the 11 and the 10 together. Bill Robertson with damage on the 10 car helped to drive it to the pits. The 11 is stuck up there, Josh Langer. Green is out. And your leader, Joe Anthony on the tippy top. Jesse Gold in the middle. 68X of Jake Simmons settles into 3rd as they race into 3. Jesse Gold trying to take the lead from Joe Anthony. 10 car Bill Robertson rejoining the race. He will be 1 lap down. Robertson will be 1 lap down. Charlie DiLoretto is now 4th. Simmons nosing ahead of Jesse Gold for 2nd. Now challenging his teammate Joe Anthony for the lead off the 2nd turn. Belt moving up to 3rd in the 45 car. close to halfway. Charlie DiLoretto in the 0 trying to pass Jesse Gold now for 4th and drop the 81 to 5th. Not just yet. Pat Weldon trying to pass Joe Anthony for 2nd. Don Bowerly Jr., the 22, up in a puff of smoke down the front straightaway. Caution out as Don Bowerly puts some liquid right there in the racing groove into turn number 1. Simmons in front. Weldon will follow him into the 2nd spot in the 45. Uh-oh, the 00 car with a problem. Kurt Fish getting back up to speed down the back chute at the back of the field. Charlie DiLoretto in the 0 now into 3rd. Jesse Gold challenging Joe Anthony for 4th. Caution on the Speedway. And the battle is on. Pat Weldon with a pretty good restart. He'll be wheel to wheel with Jake the Snake into turn 1. DiLoretto slowing in the 0. 3rd place car slows. Simmons still in front. Weldon 2nd. 3 to go. Jesse Gold is 3rd. Joe Anthony 4th. Craig Cancelas now 5th in the 64. Two laps to go, 2 to go. White flag waving as Simmons a lap away from his 6th win of the season. Jesse Gold and Joe Anthony having their own race for 3rd and 4th. Off of turn 4. Pat Weldon trying to bottom. It's going to be Jake the Snake Simmons over Pat Weldon. Jesse Gold in the 81 gets 3rd. 69X Joe Anthony 4th, and the 64 of Craig Cancelas 5th. Your winner, Jake Simmons. Congratulations.
Oh, thanks, Dal. That was a heck of a race. I seen Pat under me, and I was trying to get to the middle groove to try to keep it down. We got together again, but I don't know. I got to dedicate this to Ruth's mom. She made it till Wednesday, and we're having a funeral Monday, so I don't know anybody coming out, but this one's for them guys.
6th win of the year.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Well, it's set not to be my best year. I think I got 7 2 years ago or something like that, so it's working out pretty good so far.
So far, you're right. People you need to thank.
I got to thank Joe Anthony, he built the motor, Danny for putting up with me all these years, Wait, Mike, because I forgot him last week. David Ruth, John the Baby, Corey. I already said Mike, Joe. Danny I already said. All these people. Dottie. Hey, I didn't get no chicken. And Frank, because he did the pictures last week. He's a heck of a guy. And Rich, because, you know, he's my teammate too. He's running next. Hopefully he can get a win tonight.
Congratulations.
Thanks, Dal.
Jake Simmons, your winner in the Sunoco Race Fuels Dirt Car Cadets. Steigerwald at the 14 of Hannah Ramsey. And the green is waving. Joe Podolinsky by half a car length leads them into turn 3 in the Calusi Chevy car. Fast Eddie Weiser, who was inside of the OU2. Chase Evans third, Ricky Steigerwald fourth, Richard Wilson fifth, and then Hannah Ramsey out in front. It's Joe Podolinsky being chased by Fast Eddie Weiser. Almost to halfway. Joe Podolinsky driving off. Good race for second, third, fourth, and fifth. Ricky Steigerwald now around Chase Evans, and all of a sudden he's coming toward the front. Underneath Eddie Weiser in turn 4 for second. Steigerwald makes the pass. More laps. For his third win in in the Calusi Chevy 56. He was the first champion we had in the Wacky Wheels figure eights. Turn 2. Everybody's still going straight. Checkered flag will be waving as he comes off the 4th turn. His 3rd win of the season, Joe Podolinsky. Ricky Steigerwald 2nd. Eddie Weiser 3rd. And Richard Wilson and Chase Evans. Congratulations on another win.
Thank you.
Why are you breathing so hard for? You look like you could have been out there driving like you're on a Sunday drive.
I didn't think that night was ever going to end. That race was the longest race, 12 laps I've ever ran.
So when you're in front, it seems forever?
Oh, it's definitely harder to be up front than it is to be right behind them.
People you need to thank.
Yeah, I need to thank everybody who works in the car, my dad, Stacy White for helping with everything, helping with the setup, helping me learn how to drive the track, my fiance, everybody helps with the car.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Joe Podolinsky, your winner in the Hobby Stocks.